In this Curling.io tutorial video, we're going to cover creating products. So I'm back in my demo curling club on the admin side, and in the top nav I'm going to click on products, and then I'm going to click new product. And the first product we're going to create is going to be let's create a locker. So we have lockers at the club, and we want to allow our members to purchase them. And so our product type here is going to be, so there's three options here. It can be standalone, it can be add-on, or it can be both. So a standalone product is something that can be purchased on its own without purchasing anything else. An add-on is something that can only be purchased as part of something else, like a league or a competition or another product. And both means that it can be purchased both standalone and as an add-on. So for our locker, we're going to say it can only be purchased as an add-on to one of our leagues. For quantity, I'm going to enter 100 because we only have so many lockers at the club. I'm going to require curler profile and make it seasonal per curler because that way I will prevent our members from purchasing more than one locker for the same curler. I'm going to give it a price of, we'll say $25. And then I'm going to add tax to that. So these tax options here, the checkboxes, will reflect whatever province or state your club is in. So it's the demo curling club that I'm using is in Ontario, so that's why we're seeing HST of 13%. This private flag, if I had, let's say, returning members from last season who had purchased lockers last season, I wanted to give them first dibs on being able to purchase a locker this season. Then I could check this box, and then what Curling.io will do is when we save this product, it's going to create a unique URL, which I can then copy that URL, put it in an email, and send it out to all of my returning members from last season and say, hey, you've got a week or 2 weeks to purchase your locker before we open it up to the general public to purchase them. Okay. So I don't need to do that in this case, so I'm just going to leave it open. Notification email, if I had someone at the club who was responsible for locker management or the inventory we had for lockers, then and they didn't have access to the administration side, so they couldn't see how many had been purchased, then I may want to add them as a notification here. So I might want to put their email on so that they receive an email every time someone purchases a locker so they can keep track of it without having admin access. But other than that, I wouldn't use this to notify someone who does have admin access because it can get a little bit spammy. You'll get a lot of emails. Summary and description, I can't really think of anything for a locker that I'd want to say. I don't have any add-ons or fees, and I don't have any discounts to add, but I do want to ask for a locker number. So I've created this custom field called locker number ahead of time, and I'm going to make that required just to force my members to acknowledge that this field is there and enter some value, even if it's just like NA or I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and create this product, this locker product. Now, if I come over here to the products in the public site, I'm not seeing it, so we don't have a locker here yet. But that's because we said its type was an add-on, which means that it's not purchasable standalone. So what we need to do is go into our leagues here, or competitions, or other products, and we're going to add it as an add-on. So in my Monday Night Open League, I'm going to go down to near the bottom here in the add-ons and fees section. I'm going to add the locker, and I'm going to leave it as optional, not required, because I don't want to force everyone to purchase a locker. And update that league. And then here on the public side, if I go into my leagues and I add the Monday Night Open to my cart, and I finish the registration for that by selecting my curler and entering my team name, you'll see down here in the add-ons section for the registration for this league, it's asking me if I want to purchase a locker. And so I can check this box, and then there's the locker in my cart. Okay, and now it says information required because we said the locker number was required, so we're forced to go in here and see this. So I could put unknown, or I could put a number in here. Okay, so now I've got all my information has been filled in that I need to, so I can complete my purchase at this point. Okay, So that is our locker product. So the next product we're going to create, we'll just do a really simple one. We'll say left gripper, and we're going to make this an add-on type of, we'll say standalone, because we really don't want to add it to our leagues and clutter them up. We're not going to have a quantity because we're not worried about running out of grippers. We're not going to require curler profile because it doesn't matter to us if one curler wants to purchase a bunch of grippers. That's perfectly fine. And we're going to put in $15 as the price plus tax. And again, we're not going to use private or the notification email. I don't have a summary or description. That I think Gripper is self-explanatory. I don't have any add-ons and fees, and I don't have any discounts, but I do have a custom field. I do want to know what size they want, so I'm going to add that here and make it required. And so the gripper size is a custom field I created earlier, which just is a drop down of different sizes. So now on the public side, if I go to the products section here, you'll see that I have a left gripper in here. That's my only product so far. And so I can add that to my cart. It's not going to let me complete my purchase until I fill out our required field, which is our gripper size. So I'm going to come in here and select XL for gripper size. And now I'm good. So now I can complete that purchase. So that's pretty simple. There's one last product type I want to show you, which is some clubs will, instead of doing multiple league discounts, will have more expensive membership products, and then their league registrations will essentially be free. So we could have something like an adult membership, could be a daytime membership or a night membership. So there's a lot. It depends on the club what options you have for this, if you even use any of this. If you're not instead using the multiple league discounts. But we're going to create an adult membership here. We're going to make it standalone. We're going to put it at the top so it's the first thing they see. There's no quantity limit here. I am going to require curler profile, and I'm going to prevent them from purchasing multiple adult memberships for the same curler, because that would probably be a mistake. We'll say it's $500 plus HST. And the idea here is that we're going to charge an adult membership fee, but then all of our leagues are going to be covered in that fee. There's different ways of doing it, and in our first two videos where we show league creation as well as the discounts video, we show what the multiple league discount version of this would look like, which is generally a little more intuitive, but a lot of clubs will be doing it this way already, so they're obviously going to want to keep doing it the same way. So I don't really have a summary or description for this. You probably would for a membership. You probably would want some details there. I'm going to add the affiliate fees, and I'm also going to add my locker add-on that we created earlier. And so I'm going to make these two fees required to make sure they get paid, and then my locker as an add-on. I don't have any custom fields in this case. We are assigning curler profile, so I won't need contact info, and I don't have any discounts for my adult membership. So that's pretty much it. So I've completed that. One thing I want to do first before I purchase it, I want to come in here and delete this order so that the Curling Ontario and Curling Canada fee aren't showing as already paid for Homer, because he's going to go and purchase the product that we just created. Okay, so we're going to go over to the public side now and purchase this adult membership. So there it is. And so $500, I'm going to add it to my cart. I'm going to select Homer, and the Curling Canada fee and Curling Ontario fee were added. Now, I didn't select locker, but I can now, so I can come back in and select locker, and then you notice locker was added as an add-on again, and information required, asking me to put in my locker number. But I don't have to. So if I didn't select the locker, then it wouldn't be on here, and I'd be ready to check out. And then so once your members have done this, you can do things like have league prices, but give them 100% discount for someone who has a membership, or whatever percentage discount makes sense. So you could even do, like, this membership didn't have to be set up as a standalone product. It could be set up as an add-on so that they can select whichever membership option they want when they are adding leagues to their cart. So there's lots of different ways of doing this, and it really just depends on what best fits your club. Okay, so that's it. So I've completed purchase. So we've shown you 3 different product types, and we've gone through purchasing each of them. So stay tuned. We'll show you more tutorials coming up.